I'm making the soap. We're going to take the Zote bar, or Zote, or whatever this is called, Z-O-T-E, and this is a 14.1 ounce bar. I found them for 90 cents at the local cheapo store. Deal of a lifetime. So I'm just going to grate it. I'm not the world's best grater, apparently. And I think I have a pot that's too little. There we go. And grate this all down, and then we're going to add it to this water and get the water heated up, not boiling, just pretty hot, and turn it into some soap soup. So, almost halfway there. Alright, there is the finished product of the grated soap. It's in here. This is, I think, too small, so we're going to add it to this. This has got some water in it. Again, don't let it boil, but I don't know if there's too much water. This is kind of trial and error, folks. So I'm just going to add it. Yeah. Got my metal here so we don't run any plastic. Plastic will absorb soap. Don't store any food in any buckets that you've had soap in, because I don't care how many times you clean it, you can't get that soap out of there. It's one of the problems with plastic. So, that cool noise.
Torturing the camera woman.
Yeah, the camera woman doesn't like that noise at all. So, I'll stop, I guess. So yeah, kind of stir this around. Let it melt in there. We got this water heating up. So, we'll let that happen. And then here in a bit, we're going to add it to this bucket. This half full of water right now, 2.5 gallons there. So we'll add this soap to that, and then we'll add some of this fun stuff. I'll show you what to do. And then we'll top that off with water, and then we'll go from there. We've been warming up this water. It's set to a little bit higher than medium. We're watching it, make sure it doesn't get too crazy hot. Yeah, and just stir it. Make sure all them little the shards of soap, I guess they're not shards, I don't know what they are, they're the shreddings. Yeah, that's right. Make sure they're all broke down, and you just get like a pink juice here. So here in a minute we're gonna add it to the water. Yeah, pink lemonade. Oh, that makes me want pink lemonade. Alright, we'll be back, folks. Stay tuned. Alright, this is done, I believe. So, take this off here. I'm going to add it to the 2.5 gallons of water in this bucket. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Yeah. Looks like that in there. This is soap, so this is all going to wash out. Don't sweat it. Alright. Now, I got a cup. Arm & Hammer super washing soda. Make sure it's washing soda. You don't want to use baking soda. Here's what a cup of that looks like. I'm going to chuck that in there. I just opened this box and it's kind of chunky in there, but it'll work. We're going to stir it up in a second. Now I got a half cup of the 20 Mule Team Borax. So that's what a half cup looks like. I'm learning with you.
You're making me chase you.
Yeah, sorry. And then at the store, this box cost me $2.22. This box cost me, I think, like $3.12. So, and the Zote bar cost 90 cents. So, I mean, I've got a ridiculous amount of soap here. So now, here it is. We're going to stir this soap up. Oh yeah. Wow, it feels crazy. Wow.
You want to stir until everything is dissolved.
Yeah, it feels chunky in here. It's giving me resistance. So I'm going to stir this up. Alright, we have added the rest of the water. It's about 1 inch from the top. We just keep stirring it, make sure it's all broke down fine. And I think we're going to put a lid on it and let it sit overnight. I think it's about at least 8 hours. And we're looking for it to gel up, and
Which you can already start to see it
It's-
setting a little bit.
yeah, it seems like it's setting already.
Turning pearly color.
Cool. So we'll lock this thing up tight, and I'll let you know here in a few hours of what it looks like. Alright, so that's the finished product, and the camera lady used some yesterday, and her clothes turned out
Softer than I've ever felt.
softer
No
and
static.
yeah, no static. Awesome.
It's impossible to get into the laundry bucket though. A spoon, it just slides right off, so we use the cup to put it through a funnel, and it goes through the funnel very easily. But yeah, so you see how weird it is. It's like egg whites.
Egg whites.
We use it as dish soap as well. We have a container that we put about a fourth of it with the soap, but I think I'm going to try the next batch with a third and see if it gives me more.
A third soap to 2/3 water.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So yes, you can use this as dish detergent or dish liquid.
Yeah, we looked it up online. You can use it as dish liquid. We also found a recipe to do a dry batch with the Zote bar, but
We haven't done that yet.
haven't done that yet. This should last us about 6 months, we think.
So yeah, six months for, I don't know, there's probably $4 worth of material in there tops. I doubt that. $2. So, you know, you guys can keep spending $12 per 100 ounces of Tide, or you can spend $6 and get just
And
50 gallons of this stuff.
I thought when I first started to stir this that the top was all this weird clumpy material, but it goes all the way down to the bottom. It actually, you see that at the bottom?
Ah, that's awesome.
It needs
Check it out.
It needs mixed up
Yeah, stir it up
very
well.
thoroughly, because it all kind of settles at the bottom.
Oh, and if you make the liquid detergent out of it for your dishes, you can add some vinegar to it, and it'll help cut the grease.
Yes.
So, another little trick.
You can add OxyClean to this batch to make it more of a whitening,
Yeah, solution.
and you can play around with it. You can add essential oils to make it smell a certain way. The bar starts out very strong with citronella, but as you mix it through this, it's very, very light. And once you wash your clothes, they don't have any smell whatsoever.
Sweet.
Which is good if you're camping and
Yeah, try not to.
smell like anything for the bugs.
Pretty awesome. Oh, and when you put it in the water of your washing machine, there won't be any suds, really, but your clothes come out pretty freaking clean.
Suds does not mean that it has cleaning power.
Yeah.
Suds just means that it's able to strip away more. But the cleaning power is the same.
Yeah. It's pretty miraculous. So, get to work, folks. Nap time's over. Okay, when you got your laundry detergent that you made, this stuff right here, when you add it to this bottle, it's 50-50 laundry detergent to 50% water. So there's 75 fluid ounces in this container. So I would measure out 37.5 ounces of water, add that, and then just fill the rest of it with the soap, and then, you know, you're good to go. So this 5-gallon bucket will basically turn into 10 gallons of soap, because it's 50-50 water soap when it goes in here. But yeah, rock and roll, best deal ever. Adios. Oh yeah, and by the way, when you're going to use this, use 2/3 of a cup per load in your washing machine. Alright, adios. Alright, one more thing I noticed while I was making this soap. This pink Zote soap, this is what I used. You can't really see it, but it's 14.1 ounces in this one bar here. And I shaved this whole bar down. Now this Fells Naphtha, you can use this. It's just as good as this. But the thing I noticed is that this is only 5.5 ounces of this bar. So, it's 14.1. You're going to essentially need 3 of these to shred up and then melt down. So, look, that's only that thin. And this guy is this thin. So, you can see there. That's quite a difference. So, you know, it would have to mess up the equation if this is only 1/3 of this, essentially. So, you're going to use this by 3 of these bars per every gallon bucket you're going to do. When this one, you only got to use 1. I found a whole bunch of these, 90 cents a piece, at the Big Lots store up the street. You never know what you're going to find in that Big Lots store. Some of their prices are ridiculous, and I get things cheaper at Walmart, honestly. But this right here, that's a find. 90 cents. Pick them up. Huge. Alright, so, it's Prepper Le Pew.
So